Hello students, welcome to channel of Dr. Gaurav Verma. It is the second lecture on Gauss Quadratic Reciprocity Law. First of all, statement as we discussed in the previous lecture, if P and Q are odd primes, then the product of two legendary symbols is equal to minus 1 raised to power P minus 1 by 2, Q minus 1 by 2. And it's a very important corollary result. P upon Q can be reversed into Q upon P using this one. This is a corollary. You must know about it. Now we do further questions as we have discussed in the previous lecture about the theorem's law, how to prove Gauss reciprocity law. On the basis of Gauss reciprocity law, now we will do another theorems. If P is not equal to 3 any odd prime, we have to show that the Legendre symbol 3 upon P either 1 if P is congruent to plus minus 1 modulo 12 and is minus 1 if P is a plus minus 5 modulo 12. Since 3 and P are distinct odd primes and the reciprocity law says that 3 upon P will must equal to P upon 3 minus 1 raised to power 3 minus 1 by 2 P minus 1 by 2. So we have reduced the expression into this part. Now if we divide P by 12, we have a different choices for the remainder 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. As a P is a prime number, so we can't take values of R not equal to 0, not equal to 2, 3. So these values are rejected as P is a prime number. Only these values are left. R is equal to 1, 5, 7, 11. So if R is equal to 1, we have P is equal to 12K plus 1. So we will put value of P in the equation number 1. We get P by 3 minus 1 raised to power 6. It is a positive. So it will be P by 3. When we divide this P with the 3, so this will be 0, remainder will be 1. So it will be congruent to 1 by 3 and 1 is a quadratic residue modulo 3. So it is a 1. So we get value of 3 by P is equal to 1 in the case of 12K plus 1. If we take 12K plus 5, we will put here it is a positive again, and when we divide this P with the 3, we get remainder 2, and we know that 2 is a non-quadratic residue, so it will be minus 1. If we similarly take 12K plus 7, using the value of P, it is again positive. So it is for negative as 3 is taking common. So on dividing this number with the 3, we get remainder 1 and 1 is a quadratic residue, it is a minus 1. Similarly, if we take 12K plus 11 and putting the value of P here, so we get P by 3. On dividing this number with the 3, we get a 2 as a remainder. So it is divisible by 2 and dividing 11 by 3, it gives a 2 remainder. And 2 is a non-quadratic residue, so it is a minus minus plus 1. So these are the two cases when it is a 1, that is 12K plus 1 or 12K plus 11. In both two cases it is a 1 and in these two cases it is a minus 1. And we can write 11 as a minus 1 and 7 as a minus 5. So it is a plus minus 1 as P is congruent to plus minus 1 modulo 12 and P is plus minus 5 modulo 12. It is also important question examination point of view. Now few examples based on the quadratic residue law. Whenever you have to solve, if there is a negative sign, first of all make it a positive by adding denominator to into. So it will 19 over 16 1. Then you have to make reverse it using the reciprocity law. It is become positive. Now divide 16 1 by 19, we get a 4 as a remainder and divide it into 2, it will be a square, and the square of a legendary symbol is always 1. Now in this question you have to show that this prime number, if this is a prime number, show that 1001 is a quadratic residue modulo 11. It means that we have to check this quadratic legendary symbol whether it is 1 or minus 1. If it is a 1, then it is a quadratic residue. So make it the factorization 1001, 7, 11, 13. Break into three parts. Apply reciprocity law on all three numbers. Okay. As the P is an odd number. So P minus 1 by 2 is an odd number. So this is an odd number, this is odd number, this is odd number. Keeping this in mind, we get minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 here. And when we divide this P with the 7, we get remainder 1, so it is a 1 here. If we divide this P with the 11, you can write here 8, 11, 8 as a remainder, and we divide this number P as a with 13, we get remainder 8. Because from here, you can simply divide this number with 11, 13 and 7, you get these numbers, this expression. So 1 by 7 is 1, So we get these two expressions, break into factorization. So we get 2 square 2 times. So it is 1, it is 1. We get these two things. Now it is of 2 upon p type. And 2 upon p type, it is explained here. If 2 upon p is 1, if p is type 8k plus 3. And 2 upon p is minus 1, if p is of type 8k minus 3. So this result is used. It is a previous questions discussed in this chapter. Another show that this is a solvable. Whenever you check the solvable, you must check it whether it is a quadratic residue or not. So 12 upon P, 61 cube. Make it into three factors, break into three parts. 12 into 61, 12 into 61, 12 into 61. So break into 3 into 4 cube. So again it is a breaken into two parts. Since 12 is not a prime number, so must we have to break it. So it is a square, it is a square, it will become, it becomes 3 by 61. It is again a square, it is a, will be 1. So we get 2.61, 61, 3.61, only this one. And change into reciprocity law. So we will get 1 by 3 and 1 is a quadratic residue. So it is solvable. Another question, P and Q are distinct prime of the form 4k plus 3 and equation x square plus pq is no solution. If it has no solution, then P over Q is a non-residue. So it is minus 1. Since P and Q are distinct odd prime of the form 4k plus 3 and we have discussed in the corollaries of Gauss reciprocity law, if P and Q are odd primes of 4k plus 3 times, then according to corollary, P upon Q must equal to minus Q upon P, multiplying both sides, on reversing the minus sign, take minus sign here. So we get this thing using the value of P over Q minus 1. So Q upon P is equal to 1. It means that x square is equal to Q mod P is solvable. So it means this equation has two solutions. Hence we approve this one. Next one. Find all the primes so that 5 upon p is equal to 1 or 5 upon p is equal to minus 1. So first of all 5 upon p, make it change using the reciprocity law. It will be positive. We get p upon 5. Now take 20, divide p with the 20. We get these remainders. Reject all those remainders which make it, which divide it. So we have only choices for 1, 3, 7, and 11. If we take r is equal to 1, we get p is equal to 20k plus 1. Okay, on dividing, because we have a p upon 5, if we divide this number with the 5 we get remainder 1, so it will be 1 by 5. So we get 1 as a 1 is a quadratic residue. If we take r is equal to 3, it is a 20k plus 3. When divided with the 5 we get remainder 3, it is a 3 by 5. We are using here value of p here. Okay, and 3 is a non-quadratic residue, so it is a minus 1. If we take r is equal to 7, again dividing with the 5 we get remainder 2. P is a congruent to 2. So here we get value P 2 by 5 and 2 is a non-quadratic residue, it is a minus 1. If we take 9, it will get remainder 4, it is a 4 by 5. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे P की वैल्यू पुट कर रहे हैं भाई यहाँ पे, ठीक है. तो ये स्क्वायर बन गया, ये 1 हो गया. 20k plus 11 अगेन डिवाइड किया 5 से, तो P is congruent to 1 मॉड्यूल आ गया. तो P 1 यहाँ पे यूज किया गया, तो इट विल बी 1 अपॉन 5, यहाँ पे 1 अपॉन 5 आएगा. तो ये 1 आ गया. अगर R 13 है तो 5 से डिवाइड करने पे 3 रिमाइंडर आएगा, ये 3.5 बन गया, ये -1 हो गया. इस तरह की आधे केसेस में पॉजिटिव आया, आधे केसेस में नेगेटिव आया. इन केसेस में पॉजिटिव है, इन केसेस में नेगेटिव आ गया. तो वी गेट द वैल्यू 5 हियर. इसी तरह 10 बाय p वाला क्वेश्चन है, इसको दो हिस्सों में ब्रेक करिए. 2 बाय 5, तो आपको पता है 2 बाय p वाला क्वेश्चन में मैंने पीछे बताया था, ये 1 होता है अगर ये 8k plus 1 टाइप हो. तो ये सारे क्वेश्चन बुक में दिए हुए हैं. प्लस माइनस पे मॉड्यूल 8 पे 1 होता है, प्लस माइनस 3 मॉड्यूल पे -1 होता है. इसी तरह हम 5 बाय p पे काम करेंगे. अभी पीछे इसका वैसे क्वेश्चन भी किया है. अगर 1 2 3 4 रिमाइंडर ले लें, तो जो 5 अपॉन p है चेंज होके p बाय 5 बन जाएगा रेसिप्रोसिटी लॉ से. तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट केसेस है हमारे पास. अगर p 1 मॉड्यूल है, 2 मॉड्यूल है, 3 मॉड्यूल है, 4 मॉड्यूल है, ठीक है. अगर तो p 1 मॉड्यूल हो तो यहाँ पे 1 बाय 5 बन जाएगा. अगर 2 मॉड्यूल तो 2 बाय 5 बन जाएगा. 3 मॉड्यूल तो 3 बाय 5 बन जाएगा. 4 है तो 4 मॉड्यूल बन जाएगा. ठीक है जी, ये 1 होता है, ये 2 बाय 5, ये फार्मूला है 2 बाय 5 का, -1 की पावर p स्क्वायर -1 बाय 8. 3 बाय 5 वैसे आप याद भी कर सकते हो, 2 नॉन क्वाड्रेटिक रेसिड्यू होते हैं, 3 नॉन क्वाड्रेटिक रेसिड्यू है, 1 और 4 क्वाड्रेटिक रेसिड्यू है. तो यहाँ से ये कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू 1 4 हो गया, इसको प्लस माइनस 4 को -1 लिख लिया, इसी तरह 3 को -2 लिख लिया. तो ये आपके पास 5 अपॉन p की चॉइसेस आ गई. तो क्योंकि हमें 10/p निकालना है तो दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके वन आना चाहिए। इसका मतलब या तो दोनों पॉजिटिव होंगे तो वन आएगा, या दोनों नेगेटिव होंगे तो वन आएगा। तो हमारे पास 8 केस है। ये मेरे पहले वाले केस है 2.5 के, ये मेरे दूसरे केस है उसके 5.p के। अब इन केसेस को क्लब करना है, 8 केस बनाने हैं आपने, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपके आंसर बनेंगे। ऐसे p पॉजिटिव है, ये पॉजिटिव है, तो पहला केस, तो यहाँ से ये p इकट्ठा होके 8 इंटू 5 p1 मॉडुलस 40 दे गया। अगर ये पहला पॉजिटिव है दूसरा नेगेटिव है, ठीक है, इन दोनों को जैसे नेगेटिव को आप पॉजिटिव बना सकते हो, जैसे इसमें 8 है ना, तो दोनों में 8 ऐड कर दो, यहाँ भी 9 बन गया और यहाँ भी आपका 9 बन। अब इसने एक्चुअली केस ले लिया मॉड 8 मॉड 5 वाला, ठीक है, तो इसमें 8 ऐड कर दिया, इसमें 10 ऐड कर दिया, दोनों को कंबाइन कर दिया, 9 मॉडुलस 40 आंसर आ गया। फिर एक इसका मतलब कि जो 8 केस है ना, एक बार इसका नेगेटिव ले लो, इसका पॉजिटिव ले लो, इसका पॉजिटिव ले लो, इसका नेगेटिव ले लो, इस तरह केस घुमाने हैं आपने। ठीक है, ये केस ले लिया, इसमें अगर 8 ऐड करोगे 9 बन जाएगा, ठीक है जी। -8 ऐड कर दो, उल्टा कर दो, इसमें -10 ऐड कर दो, तो ये -9, तो ये एक आंसर यहाँ से आ गया। ठीक है, थर्ड फोर्थ केस में माइनस ले लिया, ये माइनस ले लिया, दोनों माइनस माइनस मल्टीप्लाई करके -140 आ गया। एक 3 ले लो केस, एक 2 ले लो। अब इसके 4 केस खत्म हो गए ना पहले, फिर अब इसके 4 केस शुरू करने हैं, एक इसका पॉजिटिव, एक इसका पॉजिटिव, एक इसका पॉजिटिव, इसका नेगेटिव, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नेगेटिव। पहले 4 केस ऊपर वाले हैं भाई, अगले 4 केस नीचे वाले, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपके ये पी के आंसर निकल जाएंगे। ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, तो ये आप लेक्चर सुन लीजिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।